Hello, this is a unique little video for today. This probably won't be a regular thing, or almost certainly won't be a regular thing, but I love RuneScape. Hello, I can wave there. I've been playing it for a very long time, and there is a new quest. Quests are pretty much why I play RuneScape, because they're always great little stories, or smaller parts of bigger stories, rather than the usual kill 10 rats, collect 10 bear butts that you get in other quests. Now, I've tried a couple of times to get you into RuneScape unsuccessfully. Probably did a pretty rubbish job of introducing you to it.
You made me do blacksmithing and mining over and over again the second time.
Yeah, which is like so outdated and grindy and unfun that it is being completely like stripped, pulled out, reworked, and put back in. And they work quite differently to how they do now, but much better. I've tried out the beta, and it's a very nice improvement. But yeah, probably not the best way to try and get you into the game is to
just make your own armor, make your own weapons. What do you want to make next? What do you want to do? Okay.
Which when I first played it, that felt so cool. Like I can go fight stuff, and rather than just going to a vendor or something or finding it in a box somewhere in some cave, like I can go out and collect the materials and make my sword myself. That felt so cool.
Yeah, I've never been a big fan of making my own things. I always get confused, and I don't want to make my stuff. I'll just go find my stuff.
Oh no, I love crafting. If it's done well, and at the time, blacksmithing in RuneScape was mining and blacksmithing. That was all I knew. And we're coming to a spooky house where there's been a murder, apparently.
A murder?
Yeah, and it's a bit of a mystery, a bit like, apparently, the game of Her Story, which we played a little while back, which was a detective database searching kind of thing, which was neat. And I always love a good puzzle. So here we are, a spooky house, maybe.
Ooh.
Here we go. Search the needle. Do we want to accept the quest? Required items? Nothing. Rewards? Spoilers. Oops. Okay, accept. Yes, we want to do the quest. Examine the needle. It says, a word can change the world. What is this? Receive a section of the needle. Thrums with great power. Ooh, we have a cutscene. Give the needle the correct words, it can show you times past. What happened here? The Needle Skips is a fully voice-acted quest and features live recorded music. Cool. Every now and again they do that with voiceovers and stuff, and it's usually pretty well done. Oh, we have a mysterious body behind us, which she doesn't look happy.
No.
The body appears frozen in time. She has written the word Megan in blood next to her. Oh dear.
That be a word to give the needle?
Probably. I'd say that's a good place to start. So we commune with the shard of the needle. So let's search for Megan. You discover a fragment of memory.
The day we moved here, Primrose was 2. I remember her toddling next to us, carrying a book, one of the bigger ones. You couldn't stop her. We called her a little pack-yak Primrose. Sure, she slowed us down, made the journey painfully long, but you tried to tell her to stop. Ah, good days.
Alright.
Was... I'm trying to remember what she said now.
So I guess we use
things that Regan said.
Yeah, check what she said and use those as keywords to search. I'd like to have a look inside the house.
Okay.
See if we can find any other clues in there.
What is in the house?
Anything outside around the house first? There's a
Hmm.
well, some things.
It's Megan.
It's Megan.
The kitchen.
Can't seem to do anything. Oh, there's some stairs. Let's go up them.
Megan's just standing
Sorry,
there
Megan.
while we're exploring her house.
Don't mind us as we search your house. I'm sure we're probably going up and exploring around a little prematurely. I'm sure as we find more pieces of time, then we'll be able to search and do a bit more around the house. Hello, Megan.
Primrose, books are for bookcases. The clue's in the name. Stop scattering them about this damned house. You won't get out of bed for dinner, but you'll do it for a flipping book.
Alright, I reckon Primrose
Yes.
seems like a good thing to search for. There we go, we got a fragment.
Ooh.
Primrose is so strong, but people can't see past the illness. Doctors, visitors, they all make that mistake. Judge her by the disease, the microscopic evil magnified into something huge. But I see the strength. Damn girl never lets an argument go unwon. She'll fight for the things she loves, for sure. And she's full of love. Not always for her mum, but, you know, it's there. Growing up, she loved everything, cared for everything.
Alright. Primrose is unwell, but with something evil?
Yes.
You said a minor evil, but that could be
Oh,
like
that-
the evil is just she's sick, and so that's
Yes.
bad.
Yeah. Such disease?
There we go. Very good.
A year to live. That's all the doctor could give her. Holding his hands out upright like a pauper. Please, miss, this is all I can give you. Primrose just half smiled when the doctor told her. I was so angry at her for brushing it all aside. I needed her to cry, break down, something. Just react, damn it. Each month I watched helplessly as she got thinner. Her skin became translucent. But you know Primrose, it just meant that her character shone through brighter. I wish she didn't hide that character away. So often she reserved it for her creatures, her monsters.
The monsters?
So she had pets of some sort? I think we should investigate that a little further.
Yes.
Monsters. There we go.
Gale didn't come to us at first. She'd been watching us for some time from the Needle, making sure we weren't monsters, I guess.
I think Gale could be the person that we found up by the needle.
Maybe.
Unless that was Primrose.
I don't know.
One of them.
Yeah.
I mean, we'd seen her. She wasn't great at hiding herself, after all. She's 10 foot tall and blue.
Yeah. Yeah, I think the one by the needle was Gale.
Yeah.
Joss assumed the worst, as he always did. Tried to scare her away with air blasts. Nothing that would hurt her, just to send a message. She kept clear. It was only when Joss left, abandoned us, that she felt courage enough to talk to me.
Alright, we've got two more names, Gale and Joss.
Yeah, search for one of those first.
Gale. Discovered a new word. What does that mean? Not a memory, though.
But it is a new word.
Okay.
Let's go Joss.
Hooray.
My whole life I've been surrounded by books. Not once have I read one.
What?
How have you not read any
Not
books?
a single book?
I could see my tombstone, crushed under a pile of books. When I met Joss, he was hidden behind a stack of wizarding tomes. He'd line our house with them. Primrose treated them as toys, then things to climb, then adventures to climb into. Her imagination was always wild. She'd play out the god wars with Saradomin as a ladle and Zamorak as a pepper pot.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Every weekend it was the same thing. Pack provisions, wrap some books in blessed cloth, and worry about leaving Primrose behind. Then it was the trip to the Wizard's Tower, cart and all. Sell some books to Sloop, ask around about Joss, cook a weekend banquet for the elite wizards. Then it was back home, worried about Primrose and whether Gale had kept her safe.
Ooh.
So Gale ended up looking after Primrose?
Sounds like it, yeah. Also, books is a big theme. I think we should search for that.
Yeah, I think we should.
And maybe the Wizard's Tower, although it seems like that was just an offhand little trip that they made once, but who knows, worth investigating just in case.
Temper, temper. That's what Joss would always say to me. God, it would only make me angrier.
Also, we can't forget to search for anything about the needle itself.
Oh, yes.
Whenever I would hook his nose out of a damned book, temper, temper. Whenever I called him on his laziness, doing the chores with some cheap magic, temper, temper.
Sorry, were we talking about Joss?
I think so.
Okay.
They were even his last words to me before he left. Wherever the bastard has gone, I imagine him repeating them like a cheap toy.
Perhaps all of because we've triggered 3 memories in a row now.
Yeah.
So maybe they all had a keyword of Joss related to them.
Possibly.
Yeah, there we go. Okay, books.
Books.
A new word. Okay.
What does that mean?
Needle. New word. Tower.
Ooh.
Yes. Haha.
Is there anyone more self-involved than a wizard? I get it, I do. As a wizard, you have to study for years. You have to find a niche that no wizard has found. You have to fight over whatever resources there are. But none of them, not Joss, not Sloop, not the Wizard's Tower, can see how self-centered they are. The tower's just a chocolate box of egos, all in a variety of flavors.
Maybe we should look up Sloop.
Sloop? Yeah. Okay. I missed that was a character.
Ooh.
Yes, very good.
I am so smart.
Sloop was my husband's apprentice. He was a boy, not much older than Primrose, I guess, but he'd caught the wizarding bug, self-centered and ambitious.
Her husband could be another path to follow. If we don't get a name, then we'll search husband at the very least.
Still, he kept an ear out for news about Joss. Plus, he bought my books, as often as he could spare the money. I ferried them in small batches, as he could only buy so many. You could tell he never found it easy talking to me. He wanted to keep our meetings as quick as possible. The boy has a dark secret, you can be sure of it. Last trip, he asked for the adventures of Hannibus and said he would pay well.
Hannibus? Maybe.
It's Primrose's favorite book. I don't know if I can take it from her, but we need to eat. We need her medicines.
Perhaps medicine?
Yes.
So husband, adventures of Hannibus, and medicine. Ooh.
Ooh.
Did you see the bookcase?
Yeah, something I just missed it, but I saw something happen.
After this, let's go check the house out, because maybe it's been changing as we've been finding these memories.
I'm trying to remember what the bookcase looked like before.
I don't know, I just saw it do something.
Yeah.
Oh well.
There was a day when the illness hit her hard. A day when she couldn't ignore it. Primrose dropped her favorite book. The Adventures of Hannibus, I think it was. She couldn't pick it up. It was open on its back page, the ending staring right up at her. It was the first time I'd seen her cry since the illness. I tried to hand it to her, but she shoved it away. I felt like her jailer. I had no choice. I had to sell the Adventures of Hannibus. It was going to bring us food, medicine, which would make her strong again. We couldn't afford not to. I was going to ask permission from Primrose, but she wouldn't have understood. I took it from her as she slept. She had her arms around it, like she knew the plan. It took some jostling, but I had it. I can be delicate when I need to be. She didn't mention Hannibus the next morning. Not a word.